about it.
To be honest, bro, I was a little nervous.
It's been haunting me since we started.
He didn't feel confident about it.
That was one of my favorite moments, just period, artistically period.
Something that we all go through, trust me. Like, it's not something that yeah, it's super hard. Like,
Wish me luck, you know.
It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come.
What's good, y'all? Day one of the Product of Love dance rehearsal. So heading there now, really excited about it. Really apprehensive about it, but mostly because I know that I want to push myself and take myself to new heights and, you know, see what boundaries I can break down for myself creatively and artistically. And I'm really excited about that. I think this next project, this next era of me will allow me to do those things. And I'm really inspired. So I'm really excited. Wish me luck, you know. It's my first time incorporating dance to my art, so really excited about that and seeing how people react to me actually pulling it off. So, and I'm gonna pull it off. I always do. So.
We're gonna go back. So you're gonna go like, think of like you're hurting.
Okay.
Things. You're gonna go back and down. You're gonna go up. So right leg shoot up. In and back. So it's kind of like you're rocking.
Okay.
And so don't do your arms, just go back, down, and yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's start. You go T T Y walk and T T left. I'm just thinking both sides. Always. A lot of people don't have patience. And what I mean by that is like as simple as walking slower, just slowing down yourself is really hard. So that's what this exercise is. It's teaching you how to just slow down everything. So 5, 6, 7, and just slow down, right? And so go back to where you were. Okay, from here to here, your bicep right now is engaged.
Tell me if it what I need to evaluate.
You just need to relax.
When we were writing the song Product of Love, I remember having a Zoom call with this producer named Steve Coop, and I was telling him how I was beginning my next EP, my next musical era that I've been calling it, and I wanted to talk about things that were personal to me and things that were true to my life story and things that were true about me. So we spent like 4 or 5 hours on Zoom, and I was telling him my life story over like Merlot. I was just like really like telling him all the things that I've been through, like my parents and how I wasn't raised by my parents, I was raised by my grandparents, and how like that had a major influence on how I see things, how I trust, how I have relationships, and it just formed the basis of everything in the path that I trudged later in life and how I interact with other people. So
Because finally here, man, like finally here. It's been almost like a year and a half, a year plus of this all days of my life. So thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for helping me get to this point, because I wouldn't be able to be at this point if you weren't patient enough and willing enough. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Say hi.
If you were to train a whole year of dancing, you'll be dancing like this. You'll be dancing like this.
I'm just kidding. I need to. Let's put that in the cards.
So you like this, man. Like try to capture me.
I can say my favorite artists like Michael Jackson, Usher, you know, even Chris Brown. These are some people that I really love. So knowing that my favorite artists always incorporate this type of art style, which is dance, into their art was important to me. So every day of rehearsal, I was just reminding myself, like, you can do this, you can do this. Like, don't get so caught up in the moment. Know that everything's about practice and everything's about, you know, enhancing yourself.
In time, I'm gonna get it good. I think right now I'm just trying to adjust myself and adjust just my body, being able to hit it and make it look fluid and look natural. That's just my only thing. I just want it to look natural. That's my biggest thing. So I'm gonna work until I get to that. And so that's it. That's all I got. What's up, bro? How you doing? So hopefully, get it.
respect. Even if I felt defeated or I felt like I couldn't get something right, I knew there was a moment or time that I could enhance myself. So every night, like for 3-4 weeks, I would spend my nights in my backyard just rehearsing the dance moves over and over and over for hours and hours and hours every night, just to make myself feel more comfortable, so that next rehearsal I was a little bit better, and the next rehearsal I was a little bit, crispier on my moves. So, but I was also keeping in mind my inspiration and like using that as my biggest influence to like, you can do this. Just see how your favorites have done it and try your best to push the limit like they have.
Confident. I'm gonna get to a 10, but right now I'm like a 6, but I'm gonna get to a 10. I'm gonna be a 10 on the day of, so no matter what happens, I'm gonna be a 10. If I have to stay up all night and lose sleep, I'm gonna be a 10 by the day, so I ain't worried about
it. 6, 7, and boom, and back, boom, boom, So when you do this, think like smooth, like you're combing your hair type shit. There you go. Yeah. Now when you go here, don't do so much of a bob. Everything is you're moving your chin, and then everything follows.
Initial concept initially had something to do with the kid. I didn't know. I was taking the actual like literal version of the song and running with it. But after a while, I wanted something a little more different because the ideas we were coming up with weren't fulfilling me at the time. And yeah, I just wanted something more in depth that could tell the story in a better way than what I had initially thought of.
When I first heard it, I just wanted to kind of just target making this as different as possible. That was DeAndre's and Chrissy's vision for it, just making everything different as possible. Nothing super story structured, but just have every single component of each shot different, and try to make it as fun visually as the song is. And I just made sure I just looked for everything that inspired me in that recent week, because I was inspired the moment I heard the song, and I was like, let me look for stuff, like let me look for videos that have been inspiring me. So
I mean, it's all coming from Cedric's mind, but like you brought a whole new aspect to it, and I love that. And also, sitting with your DP, and I'm sorry, what's your name again? James. Sitting with James and really like nailing it down. So shout out to y'all for that. Really dope and super excited about seeing this vision come to fruition. So
you always forget the baby oil. You cannot forget the baby oil.
Yeah.
When it comes to scenes like that.
Essentially, all the things I'm talking about in the music is a form of trauma, and how that trauma has been following me around for this long, and it still weighs heavy, even if there are certain things that I grow past, of course, and I adapt to and learn from and do better at. There are certain parts that still linger on. So we thought about just having like this dark figure. I don't want to call it a demon. I don't want to call it anything that's like that dark, but we called it trauma. So having that as a lurking figure in the video was important to me, so people can see like the duality between this trauma and how it's affecting my relationships. And that's pretty much what I feel like the video is about, like telling my trauma to someone in I'm in a relationship with while you're seeing this battle or this collision from me and the trauma that I'm dealing with or speaking about in the song.
Cool, and keep it going. So down. You're going to hand yourself. Match me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Hop, drop, and up.
How do you think Ced's progress is from the first practice till now?
To be honest, bro, I was a little nervous first seeing him move, but the effort, the hunger determines everything. But his progression was drastic. Like it has to be. You can hear him on the back. By the way, he's not even doing anything. He's just walking. He's breathing like that. But yeah, bro, it's been I'm gonna say satisfying to see that someone who hasn't danced in how long? How long have you had this? Years. Be able to like pick up my choreography like that and show that he really wants to learn it, because that's the most important part. Like I try to teach people, and they don't want to. He wants to. So from day one to now, I would give him an A minus. But he's almost at an A plus, but nah, he's doing real good, bro.
I just am on this new thing where I want to elevate myself and challenge myself artistically because I don't want to get bored and I don't want to feel like I hit a ceiling. And I don't want other people to feel like I'm hit a ceiling, but most importantly, I just don't want to feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and not growing in my artistry because this is something that I truly care about. So it's something that I want to continuously grow and continuously wow myself and continuously push the limits that I believe that I could do. Even things that I feel like I'm not good at or things that I feel like I need to be stronger at, I'm interested in growing and being better at them. And then one day looking at myself and saying, wow, you've grown from this to this. And I don't want to scare myself away from that, you know? I just don't want to reach a ceiling. That's the most important thing to me. Artistically, I don't want to hit a ceiling. I want to be able to adapt.
I think I'm gotten a lot more comfortable. I practice every night in my backyard. So for sure, I think I definitely got more confidence. I mean, I feel like on the dance journey, I got a long way to go dancing-wise, but this showed me that it's not impossible for me to do this. So it definitely made me feel a lot better and encouraged. Excited.
Shoot days for me are always taking into consideration how big this is for me personally and just my life story and my life legacy and making sure I attack it the best way and with the utmost respect that I feel like it deserves and all the hard work that everyone around me is putting in because I don't want to be the weakest link amongst everyone who's working really hard to make this the best it could be. So.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Cedric Brazle. Make sure y'all watch my new music video, Product of Love, out now.
I am not a product of love. Never can come from love. I'm not a product of love. Never came this close off a run. I'm asking you to teach me to trust in someone. To be honest, loving me.
Dancing is haunting me. It's been haunting me since we started, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see, just to be done with it and to just experience it for the first time, like in this way. I'm really excited, and people have been giving good energy all day. People have been loving the song all day, people on set, so it's a really good energy, and I'm just hoping to like expound off of that, because this is like the moment I've been waiting for, the moment I've been rehearsing for, the moment I was rehearsing every night in my backyard for, so I just want to kill it, honestly, and give 110, 120, 1,000%, honestly. So I'm ready. Yeah, I got no choice. I'm ready. When I finished the dance scene, I felt really good because I know that it was so much for me, and I was in my head throughout for weeks about it. So to see myself get to a moment where everyone's clapping and even like my choreographer is really proud of what I did, and it just made me feel really good and accomplished. Like, okay, it's not easy, and I never expected it to be easy, but it's possible, and I can feel good about this. And that's one of the first times I've ever felt good about dance, period. So that was one of my favorite moments, just period, artistically, period, because I had stretched my boundary and my limit that I felt artistically.
It's something that we all go through, trust me. Like, it's not something that yeah, it's super hard. Like, yeah. And it's just a matter of, like, if you don't believe it, bro, it doesn't matter. If I tell you, he tells you. Right? But in the end, luckily, like, I mean, I saw that you guys vibed off each other and clicked, which is exactly what I needed. And that's what was able. But you went from like this to like.
My favorite part, even though it was the hardest, was the dance portion. Because I feel like I have so much to prove there. I just feel like I have so much to prove. Even now, even with the dance part being completed in the music video and being in there, I still feel like that was just the beginning of what I feel like I'm capable to do. So that was the best part for me, because I feel like it was the beginning of something, or a new trajectory, or a new art form that I can express myself in.
Man, y'all made it seem like, oh.
All right, hold on, watch out.
All right, check me out. This is the room. Okay. This is the room. Yeah.
I'm not a product of love. Never came to
if it was the first time I had did a scene somewhat like that, then I would have felt uncomfortable. But because I had done scenes somewhat similar to that in the past, I was like, okay, this is something I can do. I don't feel, insecure or not confident about it. So I was really excited about that scene because I knew it was going to be not a shock factor, but something that's a little, like you say, spicy, a little more je ne sais quoi if we can. So,
Go.
End of the video.
How you feeling?
It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come. I'm really thankful for the video. I think it's really good. I think it told the story that we were trying to tell very well, and I think the duality of all the different art forms that I'm trying to do, it really just motivates me. So I'm really proud because it's a motivating thing that I can do this. I can make art like this, and it can be pliable, it can be great art, and people can receive it well. So I'm really excited for people to see this music video. I really feel like it's taking me up a level just because of the hunger and the drive and the elements that we decided to incorporate this time around. So I'm really excited to see how people receive this art.
Never came this close, but for one.